Welcome back to Dark Souls for Dummies. This is Dark Souls, I'm the dummy. We totally didn't spend an entire episode trying to beat the Sanctuary Guardian. We will kindle this bonfire because we use it for quite a while. And the next area's got a lot of enemies in it. Let's go talk to Elizabeth, the mushroom.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness. But Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior?
I mean, play the savior.
Thank you.
I am the savior.
I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary. Something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Uruseel.
She sells some stuff. It's nice to have gold pine resins. I think we have one of these. I don't really need repair powders, but whatever.
Thou shalt see an abyss. Knight Artorius came to stop this. Without doubt he will be swallowed. Indeed, still. May the flames guide thee.
Sure. Alright, so this is like where you fight Sif. I don't really know what the deal with all these guys is. But you'll notice as we leave here, out of this sort of, Colosseum-shaped area, we come out and cross a bridge, and this should look familiar to you. That we saw something just like this in the forest. There are these nerds that have, like, plows. I guess they're called plows. These guys. The good news is they're not too difficult by themselves. But in addition to them, there's, like, a lot of other nerds. So it's going to be pretty easy to, like, pull a lot of them at once. I did finally go through and, like, put a bunch of the crap that I was carrying in the bottomless box, but you can see that there's those big guys. They hit hard. Yeah. I missed twice. If you stick sort of really close to this wall, you won't anger too many people. And that building should look familiar to you. This is like a preview of what's to come. Now, be careful in here for the time being, because there's just a hole in the floor. That will be an elevator, eventually. A sort of shortcut. Scattered throughout this, like, giant, I don't know, like this sort of room, for lack of a better word, is that entire set. But again, there's big nerds and little nerds all throughout here. Might not go over well. Yep. So the main problem with those guys are they've got a lot of, you know, that move always gets me. That they stick their thing in the ground, and when they bring it out, it sort of explodes. I dodged. I also dodged. So it'll take me a little bit to get used to this. Am I slow rolling? I don't know what's going on right now, but I really hate it. I can't dodge attacks right now. Hopefully I'll get better at that. Because if all the fights go like that, it's gonna take me a while to get through here. Excuse me. So we check back here. We'll sort of try to work our way around. Yeah, so this is where we got the, one of the embers was in this sort of like, this area in the future. So again, try to take them out one at a time. Don't get hit like I am. I'm probably too close. Stinking explosive attacks. Oh, now there's two of them on me. Ow. I would like that item. Oh, this should be fun. I'll try to hit and run. Get hit and run is not quite the same as hit and run. But yeah, there's a reason why I wanted to have 10 Estus here. Frig. I think I'm dodging too early. Alright. Where'd the other one go? I would like to fight one of you. Ideally, only one of you. Dag you. They're quicker than they appear. You see. I don't know where the other one went, which is not very reassuring. Again, there's just like a lot of nerds around here. These dudes do have a fairly rare drop. I don't know if it's worth shielding or not. I missed. Frig. I should have gotten hit. Alright. We were over here. Good. So there's a chest in here. Again, sort of like once you schlep your way through a lot of the stuff once you're gonna avoid it. Get a couple more slabs in the DLC, which is good. You can sort of scope out some of these items that we're going to want to get in the future. And, you know, all the various guys you'll have to fight to get there. I'm going to go ahead and be real lazy with this and see if I can't just... This isn't really worthwhile, is it? Yeah. Yeah. They'll come up here. But there's a couple of traps. This is the bridge we came over. Big guy, small guy. Yeah, I guess I'm getting a little bit better at dodging these attacks. That's not a move with a lot of range. Oops, let him explode. Or not. They have a giant axe that they can drop, although it's pretty rare. I have turned myself around. Where am I now? Okay. I think I've done sort of most of the middle area now. Go through Estus. I go through Estus pretty quick here. I think that there's sort of an ambush in here when you walk in. Whoop. That guy. Coming this way? I can't really afford to get hit since I don't have any Estus. Like that. Come here. That's not a jumping attack. That's a jumping attack. Alright, but yeah, over here, across the way, is a little ambush. These guys, if you sort of walk down here, all these nerds will like jump down on top of you. So if you can make them not all fight you at the same time, your life's a little easier. I think there's at least one more. else up there, but we'll figure it out. This is like the place where the cats are in the modern day. Guardian leggings and gauntlets so far. And item up there. There might be a, yep. Nice callback. What's up, Calmeat? Nice callback to the Drake and Undeadburg. Alright. So, not having any Estus is going to make this fun. I should probably just go back and get Estus. That would probably be like the smarter thing to do. But you know me, I'm not smart. Because it's a little bit until you actually make progress here. Frig. That's nice. Alright, so that's like the abyss down there. There's tree dudes up there. And here. Like scissors. So we'd like to make it to the shortcut. It's pretty easy to fall down in a lot of these places. Oh. Where did you come from? Alright. We're doing this, I guess. Where did you come from? Frig. I should really not dodge away from that attack. I should also really just not be bad. Right? Just sort of gambled on either staggering him or taking him out there. Nerd. Here, more tree nerds. But you should recognize this from the forest, right? That's where we met. Forest Covenant. Obviously there weren't quite as many giant gaping holes in the landscape before, but, well, after, you know, but... Yeah. So... there's a whole bunch of nerds over there. Who I think will make their way around. If I'm really unlucky, they'll come around both ways, because that would suck. Are you coming here? Yes. Sorry, this is going to be like pretty slow and tedious just because I don't want to waste this life. So not having a lot of Estus, I'm going to try to... What are you doing? He's got the moves. Like Jagger. I can't hit him. Please. Please come here. Like sneezed. Come here. Wait. Yeah, there's like still more. Like, in addition to these parts that I've been to, there's a whole nother side to this, so... crap. Double wreck. So good. Try not to get too close to the edge. Went about as well as expected. Or about as well as could be expected even. There's still like several of these nerds here. They're like peaceful until you take that item over there. Can't hit things. Okay. Excuse me? That's not a jumping attack. That's a double attack. That should have hit me. Okay. Question is, can I pull like individuals here? Or are they all gonna come at once? They all come at once. This is a bad idea. If they come at one at a time, this will work okay. Do be aware that those, yeah, scissors have a lot of reach. Oh jeez. Uh-oh. Frig. Got another one. Might be one more. Maybe not. But we still haven't like seen that whole side of this area. You do get a little preview of what goes on ahead down there. We're going to be all up in that business after we get through that Coliseum area. You can guess what Coliseum area means. But here, you get a elevator. Again, you have to be careful because half the time when you come here, that will just be a huge hole in the floor. There's a boss yonder. The rest of this area is pretty quiet, I think. Again, you can sort of preview what is to come. But you know that there's a boss here. Right in there. There's also this whole lower area, which I don't want to go into right now. There's a couple items in it and some annoying dogs, of course. Over here is Marvelous Chester, of course.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past? Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land.
It's an
But
acrostick.
at least now there are two of us.
He sells some stuff. Actually, some fairly decent stuff. I have so many throwing knives. Black fire bombs, homeward bones. Take a couple of those. He sells arrows and stuff. I have 4 large arrows. That's depressing. We'll take some of those. But
Did you happen across Knight Artorias? The legendary abyss walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me.
Chester's a fun guy.
So, what did that giant mushroom make you do? Not that I care. It's none of my business.
Anyway,
So long.
we have opened up the shortcut, so we can get to the boss pretty easily. So we're gonna get some more Estus and try to get the rest of the treasure that's around. I think we did everything here. I'm just gonna sort of double check over this side. Make sure we didn't lose anything. I think we actually got everything though. What? Huh. Alright, let's get some Estus and then try to explore this side of the map. We're gonna have to fight our way through a bunch of this stuff again, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode of Dark Souls for Dummies. We'll see you next time with more terrible Dark Souls play.